Okay.
Hey there, Tatsuo Yoshida. I wanted to tell you that one of my favorite opening theme songs is Anime Janai from the Double Zeta Gundam series. That song rings true because it's absolutely right. This is not anime more. People don't realize that with great anime comes great responsibility. It's not just about being able to read the subtitles while you watch your favorite fan sub and pretending to know fluent Japanese. It's not about being in Australia and revering the Japanese culture as the greatest thing since Charlie Sheen reinvented the condom.
Hmm.
No, people. This is more than that. This is the viewing experience that defines your life.
Absolutely.
Help me educate our sanctioned beings on Japanimation, Damish.
Japanimation, as the name itself implies, is animation brought down to Japan by the gods of history and storytelling. There is nothing quite like it, which itself is proof it's not completely man made, since there's a lot like us out there. One of my favorite opening theme songs is Rocks from the Naruto series. That
Hmm.
song rings true because these shows are rocks on which we can set the foundations of our very souls, hearts, and lives. That said, even they have been straying from the greatness they first arrive, and that, without a doubt, is man made.
Yeah, a quick disclaimer. We own no rights to the above, except the rights themselves.
Hmm.
That being said, Damish is right. When Studio Madhouse decided to work on Hajime no Ippo and Captain Tsubasa, it wasn't to blueball the audience. It's quite the opposite. They wanted to give you a taste of divinity, then take it away from you, because it was not meant for mortal eyes to see. You're still waiting for season 2 of One Punch Man? Why? Stop waiting and start being grateful for long running, cutting edge series like 10 Tokyo Warriors and Boku no Pico.
Yep, they giveth and they taketh away. That's why they're mad. Miraculous, amazing dog, which is God spelled the right way and all about Wolf's reign as well. Listen to the truth and understand that Japanime is made incomparably great, but then we, flawed as men can be, ruin them with our fillers, our dubbings, our doujinshis and fan fictions and slash fictions and fan arts, all a
Mm-hmm.
glorification of the mistakes and
Mm.
errors that we inject into these things.
Right,
Now, we have nothing but love for one another, right? That is
right.
why we think that in the same way we should not mess with the great health sustenance that is plastic, we should not mess with the great heart sustenance that is Japanime.
Uh, um, uh, yeah. Rurouni Kenshin is to Samurai X as Koko Decken Tough is to Shoot Fighter Tekken. As Damas said, when you mock the art that is RAW, you violate truth. All this altercation is just all wrong. No need to follow the example of Fanimation Entertainment. We here believe that the real way to preserve anime is to keep it fresh, with no fan made or studio made altercation. Instead, just no language spoken in the anime, but truth. I'll take a potato chip and eat it. Very iconic line by Viz Media, no doubt. But now, listen to a line with a much nicer ring. I'll wrap this turkey sandwich in plastic and eat it.
Viz media, more like boring media, am I right?
Oh, he's right.
Taking the potato chip is idiotic when it's already inside a plastic bag. Just eat it all at least if you're going that far. True anime knows that. Just look at Gluttony from popular anime show Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. He knows how to eat, to love life, and how to love himself. Truly a villain to relate to and admire. So long as he's kept to the original version that came down from the heavens. You know?
I've always known. It's why I like Berserk so much. Kentaro Miura knows. It's why he named his character Guts. See, Damish? The primary principle of Berserk is all about loving oneself. In Air Gear, the main character Iki talks about being free all the time, hence his obsession with the sky. Iki understands his freedom to do what we tell him to, as should you all listening.
Mm hmm.
My friends, Think about it. Why is Sunrise responsible for all the sci-fi animes? All of them, no exception.
No exception.
Because when the sun rises, we can clearly see who we truly are. And when dawn occurs, we see the sun rise. Lies the answer. We need to become cowboy Gundams.
Without a doubt. Ain't nothing more cowboy than anime. But more importantly, nothing says anime like cowboys. That's what I learned with Spike. It's important to focus on the duels. The sun setting, or rising, or well up top because it's midday, or at a beautiful angle because it's just after lunchtime, but we're still far enough away from dinner that we aren't hungry, and we already went to the bathroom, so we're feeling awesome and ready to make that split second decision that will either result in victory or defeat. Moments where even defeat is a win because we stood our ground and looked death in the face and told it, see ya. If only life was like anime, I could die in my late 20s pointing my finger at a bunch of no-name strangers after an epic duel that nobody witnessed or will ever know because the guy died, even though I still lost, but really, in the end, won. Just beautiful.
I honestly can't think of anything more beautiful than that. It's like what Yugi taught me. It's not about winning or losing. It's how you play the game. So it's not about mind crushing your friend, but rather how one digifalls. If we don't go through a new revolution as a society, we'll just be living a fairy tale we call prosperity. But we all know that's just one piece of the treasure in this millennium puzzle. We're constantly at war in this battle royale and this Kier royale, but we just need to go back to our roots, our drive, our initial D.
Absolutely.
And I know everything I say has a huge Kazeno stigma, but no matter who we studio trigger, we just simply have to avoid those hunters and not get kill a kill. You agree?
Like Goku agrees to more food and more fights and to forgive his enemies and the enemies of his friends and to let his son get the crap beaten out of him and to die. But most spectacularly, he refused to be resurrected when he knew his time was done. And that's what the old guard and the old way of thinking needs to do. Die and not get resurrected. Then our society can be fresh and perfect like the one symbolized in the popular series Pocket Monsters, instead of ending up like the hellhole of the North Star.
Yep. Otherwise, we are already dead.
Indeed, my friend, indeed.